Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today we will be taking a brief but hopefully informative look at a Friday the 13th filming location, which in this case is Blairstown, New Jersey. We will look at Blairstown as it appeared in the film itself and of course as it appears today in 2015. This is a photograph of Blair Lake, the waters of which spill down to a very familiar sight. It is very interesting to visit a place like this in person, to get a feel for what the director wanted to reveal in the film, to properly encapsulate the spirit of the town. And I believe the director was very wise to keep the scenes in Blairstown rather subdued. And as we follow the Blair Lake spillway, we see a very familiar sight. So here comes Annie on the left, and myself on the right, doing my very best to impersonate her. Badly. And now, very interestingly, we see a shot of the same thing from a very different angle. And as we just saw Annie cross the bridge and myself, here we see her cross the bridge again, as I'm about to do myself on the right. This shot was particularly good fun to recreate. And as Annie steps out onto the road, unlike myself, she is magically transported to a pair of gas pumps and a dog, whereas I am greeted by a hideously eerie house with the word Kathleen above the porch.
Hi, girl. Excuse me. Hi, boy. Hey, you speak English? How far is it to Camp Crystal Lake? That far, huh? Okie dokie. See you later. Ugh.
Ah, those innocent first words spoken by Annie appeal to me still. Now Annie appears back on the original street, albeit at the opposite end in front of a red building which, as you can see from the image on the right, has now turned blue. And this is the famous general store. She enters and asks for a lift to Camp Crystal Lake. Unfortunately, the store's interior, as it appears in the movie, is located elsewhere. Finally, I wish to share another little anecdote. I was sat in the diner, the famous diner in which Steve orders a coffee or whatever it is. And of course, I, in kind, ordered a coffee, and the young waitress said to me, "Do you know that this is the actual diner from the Friday the 13th movie?" And I responded, "Absolutely, this is how I've chosen to spend my birthday." I don't know if she believed me. Thanks for watching, ladies and gentlemen.